Yo, what's going on, everybody? Let's talk about how to scale to hit your Black Friday goals. Today is Wednesday, November 27th, 2 days before Black Friday. And I want to push this video out to share what is working for us, what we're going to be doing, and how you can achieve the goals you're trying to achieve with your e-commerce brand. So the very first thing I want to touch base on is that you're going to need to spend directly in proportion to the scale that you're trying to hit. So if you, on average, have, let's just say, a 2 ROAS across the board, or a 2 marketing efficiency ratio, that means that you need to spend, let's just say, $10,000 in order to generate $20,000 in revenue. So whatever your goal is going to be for Black Friday, let's just say you want to hit 50 grand on Black Friday, and you have a 2 ROAS kind of across the board, that means you got to spend 25 grand in order to hit 50 grand. And that kind of brings to the challenge of, well, where do you spend that money? And that's kind of what we're going to talk about today. This is going to be applicable for both Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, all platforms. What we're going to talk about is going to be directly applicable. So the very first thing I want to touch base on is that kind of the time for testing is over for specifically Black Friday scaling right now. The time for testing for holidays is not over though. So in terms of creative testing, I would be focusing all of your new creative testing on holiday giftable creatives. And I would be utilizing existing assets in order to scale for Black Friday. Now, how can you utilize existing assets to really scale hard? There's many different methods, and let's kind of just start going down the list. So the very first one that I want to talk about is utilizing your winning creatives with new copy. This is super slept on, and there's a few strategies that can really allow you to execute this efficiently and make some scale with this. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at this campaign here that we're going to look at. This is today's data here. You can see we have about 15 purchases coming at about a 1.9 ROAS, which is not too bad. And you can see I'm pretty much testing all of these ad sets here have the same targeting. Some of them have a different location, and they all have the same ads, but they have different copy. Now, I want to touch base on different ways you can approach this. Obviously, you can test different angles for gifting. So for me, I have a product that is super giftable to females, right? And I have an angle here that I'm playing for gifting to moms, right? So surprise mom this holiday with a personalized pet face necklace. Get mom the perfect present. Imagine her reaction, surprise her, yada, yada. Don't disappoint mom this year. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm specifically calling out a demographic of female that this can be gifted to, okay? Now, I can do this with many other angles. I can do gifting to girlfriends, right? I can do gifting to grandmas, and there's many different ways that you can approach the actual primary text and utilize winning assets to scale harder, right? And to spend more budget efficiently in order to get to the spend that you need in proportion with your return to hit your goals. You see what I'm saying? So let's talk about a few more of these that are really cooking for us right now. The very first one I want to talk, or second one I guess I want to talk about, is different countries. So depending on what country you're targeting, the language might be a little bit different. The way that you approach communication might be a little bit different. If we take a look at here, this one here is specifically targeting people in the UK with some of our best assets, and it's telling them, right, mates, our Black Friday sale is on. Looking for the perfect gift. This personalized pet face necklace will have her laughing, crying, and giving you the biggest hug. So you can see the language here is a little bit more tailored to people in the UK. How did I do this? I utilized ChatGPT. I put in some winning copy in there, and I was like, hey, I want to be speaking to people in the UK. Can you make it more relevant for that? And what you'll notice is that it's working so well, right? And if we take a look at the maximum view here, you can see we have almost 100 purchases. We have 73 purchases here at a 1.8 ROAS, $33 acquisition cost, which is really good for me. And yeah, that's one huge lever that I think all of you guys should be testing, is different copy on your top winners. Again, let me just really briefly show the setup for this. It's so simple, so basic. You can see I have a target cost per acquisition. Yeah, target cost per result goal I have this set right around what I'm trying to get from this, which is about $36 acquisition costs. I have a budget that I have inflated over time since it's been producing good results. You can see I'm targeting the location that I'm speaking to, and I am particularly just showing this in Facebook, Instagram feeds, as well as Instagram stories, Facebook stories, and Reels. And then on the ad side, again, this is very simple. I'm utilizing a flexible format, stacking this with the different pieces of copy and sending it to my product page. So that's the very first lever for scale that this can go hard, guys. I mean, you can test a bunch of different copy and identify a bunch of different copy that works really well and refreshes your winning creatives, okay? So I would encourage you to launch a bunch of these over the next couple of days, test Black Friday copy in different languages, test different locations, etc. So that's one method. I want to get through a few others here. So ASCs with best assets. This has also kind of continued to work really well for us. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate this with this one ASC campaign that we have going on down here. You can see this is a little bit of a higher scale, a little bit lower ROAS. I'm not too worried about it though, just because the attribution is a little bit delayed, and it's been producing really good results for me. So you can see we have at about a $3,800 a day budget, highest volume, so we don't have any caps on it. And this is quite literally just a bunch of creatives, stacked in an ASC with different winning assets. Okay, so we have creatives that are winning assets, and then hear me out, we also have landing pages that are winning assets that we're including inside of here. So we're basically using all of our top creatives, sending it to landing pages that we've identified as top landing pages, and utilizing winning copy as well. So it's kind of making that combo of winning ad, winning copy, winning landing page. It's a really, really good superset. Highly recommend testing it with both your evergreen creatives as well as your Black Friday creatives. Moving on, I think another one that I always recommend is a single adset CBO. I have a few of these running. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate one that we've had running for a while, which is this one here. As you'll see, it's not actually a single ad set, but it is primarily spending to this ad set down here. And the way I would set this up is very simple. We would just be targeting all the countries that we can ship to, and Advantage Plus targeting. Okay, so very straightforward and simple on the actual setup side. CBO, single ad set is what I would recommend. And then inside that single ad set, top assets, right? So just sticking your top assets in there. You can utilize both post IDs, or you can recreate these again. I've seen this combination work really well, especially if you can diversify in there the creatives. So that's another campaign that I would create if I were you, and try to add some more spend to your BFCM scale. Next, creative testing. This is a very obvious one, especially if you're trying to maintain higher scale. You're going to have to continue to test new creatives so that you can continue to provide fresh eye candy for people to look at. Today, I launched 150 new ads today in one of our creative testing campaigns here. Also, Facebook does this super weird glitch where they turn off my ads all the time, so I need to go and manually turn them on. It's beside the point. We launched over 100 ads today in our creative testing CBO here. Highly recommend that you guys continue to keep your foot on the creative testing pedal, particularly for the upcoming Christmas period. I think that right now playing the gifting angle, playing urgency for the gifting angle, telling people this is your last chance, last ship date to actually be able to get the product in time for Christmas. Play that with content, keep testing content, keep your foot on that pedal. Before I get to the last two that are super, super high leverage, I did want to mention that this is going to be the last time that I am offering publicly a one-on-one mentorship for $200 a month. This price is going up to $400 this month. This is basically one-on-one access with me and other founders where we deep work together, scale ads together. You can learn more here on ecom.live. slash pricing if you're interested. But I did want to make sure that I publicly put it out there that this is going to be the last time that you can grab this grandfathered in price. Cool. So without further ado, let's continue on here. The next thing I want to talk about is horizontal interest testing. I've been doing this for so long. If we go here and we just type in audience. So you can see I've done this I have a bunch of campaigns where I've played around with this, and low budget horizontal interest testing with your best assets has generated thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in sales. You can see we spent over 200 grand, kind of all in general, on audience testing. And this is specifically with interest. I want to make that very clear. So this is going to be single interest. Let me just show you. Let's just look into it. So this is a good example here. You can see this is single interest, okay, where we have it's a ABO ad set, single interest, where we have an interest that we pick. It's a random interest. We set a low budget, okay. So the key here is a budget between anywhere from your break-even CPA and lower, and then again a single interest in here, like I'm testing finance here with your top post IDs inside of it. This has worked so well, and this is one of my favorite levers to pull for very quick and efficient scale. And the way that I like to approach this is literally duplicating the one that you make and then going down here in the suggested and just going through these, right? And just testing financial services, money, personal finance, investment, credit, wealth, just going down the list. Test everything and anything. There's micro pockets of audience that will fit in your guys' niches and that will resonate with your creatives. You simply need to test them. And this is a really good hack that I think everybody should be playing around with and trying for this Black Friday. Cool. And then next thing I want to touch base on, actually, hold it before we do that. If you want an in-depth tutorial on this, Ecom Live, you go up to the search bar, you type in horizontal, and you'll see there's I did a horizontal. I show me creating it in this video here, and this video here. All these here are all free, by the way, so you can go and watch these even without a premium subscription. And I set these up right in front of you, so you can see exactly how I set that campaign style up if you are interested in that. And then lastly, I want to talk about taking your winning assets and testing them on different platforms. So slept on, okay? Take everything that's working for you, everything that you've tested and identified as a winning asset and winning copy and winning landing page, and start testing it and moving it to other platforms, specifically TikTok, Snapchat, Pinterest. These are platforms that you might have dabbled in before, but this is the time of the year where those will have higher intent, where you can spend money more profitably on those platforms. So you should, why not, right? Spend some time tonight, set up some ads on TikTok, set up some ads on Snapchat, take your top winning ads, move them over, consolidate them, put your best copy on there, put your best landing pages on there, and let them rip. That's what I have for you guys today. Good fucking luck for this BFCM, and feel free to connect with me in the Discord and in Ecom Life Premium. Take it easy, guys.